Hi everyone, I've stopped at a cafe outside in Brooklyn to have a tea and grab some water, and I thought I would do a quick review on the Solana event for anyone that is thinking of going or anybody that was there this time. The first 2 days were the developer event, so I didn't go to that. I went to the more general event the second 2 days. So I'm not going to edit this or anything, I'm just going to tell you generally what happened and what it was about. So I was kind of going hoping to find out more about what Solana was building. It was definitely more a B2B kind of event, not so much for degens or anything like that. So the keynotes and the fireside chats were more just business to business, and it felt to me that they were trying to get Web 2 over to Web 3, which is cool. I didn't hear much about what Solana themselves were trying to create. It was more all the businesses that were creating on Solana or using Solana, which was fine. Then they had activations, which was sort of the stalls around, all the vendors or people that use Solana were there trying to promote, whatever they were. So there was a cool activation done by Soul Search, which is Soulflare. Soul Search is something else, I'll tell you about that later. Soulflare, which is a wallet, kind of like Phantom. And I'm interested. I talked to some of the people there. I'm always looking to find a better wallet, but it's kind of hard, because just with trust, figuring out is this wallet safe? And usually the bigger ones are better, but they're not always, and it requires a lot of money to make something that is super safe and really user friendly. So I'm definitely going to check out Soulflare. The people were really cool. I like their vibe. They had a robot that was making coffee, and they were giving away these really cool t-shirts, which I liked and would totally wear. They're kind of like baseball or soccer shirts. I should show you actually. I'll do another video on the merch that we got from the event. But yeah, they were cool. I chatted to their community manager, I think it was, and another guy who was involved in it from the start. They're very passionate, which I like. And just, they seem cool. So I haven't checked out the wallet yet. I have downloaded it, but I will check it out and do a review on that. So that was probably the coolest activation there, the robot making coffee. All the other activations were just little stalls. They didn't really have a lot going on or a lot of giveaways. Some of them did, just t-shirts and things. The other activation, the two that I thought were interesting, not because of their activations, but because of what they were selling. One of them was actually this ring, which I got, kind of like an aura ring. So it tracks your heart rate and your steps and your sleep. I'm mostly interested in it for the sleep, the REM, and figuring out how to be a professional sleeper. So I'm going to suss it out. This is my first day wearing it. I'll let you guys know how it goes. The people were really cool. I really liked one of the founders. I was chatting to her. Her name was Lizzie. She was awesome. So I'm going to check that out. I'll report back. The other thing that I thought was cool, not sure if it's going to work, but I forget the name of it. It's called Game Play Solana, I think it was. It's essentially a little Game Boy that's going to interact with crypto games. Obviously all the games that we play are going to have to link to the Game Boy, but I think that's a great idea. I just don't know how well it's going to work. But I'm interested, and I'd love one. I'd love to be able to interact with crypto games with a Game Boy. I personally found crypto through gamification and learnt about it through gamification. So I'm all for crypto gaming. I don't know this Meta how well they're doing. I'm more on AI and meme coins at the moment, but I still love the gaming. And if there's a good game, then I'm going to play it. And if I can make money from it on a chain, especially Solana, then I'm definitely going to do that. What else? So Kudos was cool. The Play Solana thing was cool. All the other activations were just sort of trying to sell stuff, which is fine. That's fair. That's what it's about, but a little bit boring. There was one other thing that the activation where they had robots. Basically, what they're going to have, and it's not out yet, but are things that you attach to your body, and the robot or the AI, the devices or whatever software they're using tracks your movement, and they use that as data for robot movement. So there's heaps of data to make AI and do things like ChatGPT, but apparently robots don't have enough data to be able to make them move well. So every movement you make is called an episode. And so essentially you would own all your episodes, all your movements, and you would sell it to this company, or have your ownership of it and maybe present it as an NFT or make money from your movements somehow, since data is like the new oil. So yeah, I didn't know that robots didn't have enough data, but yeah, apparently that's a thing. And so yeah, that was pretty much it for the activations. I did listen to a couple of the chats. They were good, but I felt like a lot of them were more salesy and not so much degen. I would have loved to hear more degen stuff, but I get that Solana's trying to build something really solid, and so that makes sense. One cool thing was that there was no line for the female bathroom and a huge one for the male bathroom, which I've never experienced in my life, so I was really happy about that. The food that Solana provided was very good. They had food all day. They had food trucks outside, burgers and fresh poke salmon, unlimited coffee, unlimited water, Red Bull, Coke, literally anything you can think of. So they did that very well. I was impressed with it, and they gave great merch. So the Solana merch was a sweater, and they had a hat, and we had some really nice socks actually, and a bag. So the merch was cool. I was all for it. And then I got a couple of other t-shirts and things. And then aside from that, I met some great people, really nice people. The guys from Soul Search, which I accidentally confused Soulflare with, they were super nice. Two of them, developers, really nice guys, and I think what they're doing is pretty cool. I did an interview with them, so I'll probably post that. Not trying to sell me anything, just like passionate guys wanting to make something good. So essentially like a deck screener, but way better. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Would I go again? If I got another free ticket, probably. I think that one day was definitely enough because they had the same activations on both days. But yeah, I'd go again for a day. So yeah, that's my 2 cents anyways.